It was still dark over North Bengal. The hills of Darjeeling were quiet, Siliguri was just beginning to wake up, and Kalimpong lay under a cold early morning sky. Then, around 5 in the morning, something appeared above the horizon that no one was prepared for. A bright light, unlike a star, unlike the moon, slowly forming a perfect glowing spiral in the sky. At first, people thought it was their tired eyes, but within seconds, phones were pulled out, cameras started recording, and whispers turned into shouts. What is that? Have you ever seen something like this before? The spiral was not flickering like a plane, not fast like a meteor. It was calm, silent, expanding, a luminous shape twisting gently, as if the sky itself was opening. In the videos recorded from rooftops and balconies, you can hear the shock in people's voices. Some were excited, some were scared, some were simply speechless. Within minutes, the same sight was being reported from different places across North Bengal. Darjeeling Hills, Siliguri Plains, even areas toward Kalimpong. Different angles, different phones, but the same unmistakable spiral light. That's when people realized this was not a local illusion. Whatever it was high above, and it was visible across a wide region. As dawn approached, the spiral slowly faded, leaving behind only questions. By the time the sun rose, the sky looked normal again. But the internet did not. Videos flooded Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp groups, and local news pages. Captions screamed mystery. UFO. Alien sign. Portal in the sky. End time signal. North Bengal had never seen anything like this before. For many locals, the first thought was simple and instinctive. UFO. An unidentified flying object. The shape was strange. The movement was unnatural. There was no sound, no blinking navigation lights, no obvious explanation. People compared it to science fiction scenes they had only seen in movies. Some even claimed this was proof that we are not alone. Others tried to stay grounded but were equally confused. Could it be a meteor? But meteors streak across the sky in seconds. They burn, they fall, they disappear. This stayed. It rotated. It formed a spiral. That didn't fit. What about a comet? Comets don't suddenly appear at 5 in the morning, glowing in a perfect spiral, and then vanish without a trace. Satellites? Again, satellites move in straight paths. They don't bloom into glowing cosmic patterns. As the hours passed, speculation only grew stronger. Some social media users began sharing older videos from other countries, claiming the North Bengal site looked similar. Norway, Alaska, New Zealand. In those places too, people once saw glowing spirals and panicked until later explanations emerged. But this time, there was a problem. No official explanation had come yet. No statement from ISRO, no confirmation from the Indian Air Force, no weather department alert. Silence from authorities often creates the loudest noise online, and in that silence, theories multiply. One popular theory started gaining traction: rocket launch. Some users claimed that similar spiral lights appear when a rocket dumps excess fuel in the upper atmosphere. At high altitude, sunlight reflects off the released fuel, creating a glowing spiral pattern. But this raised another question. If it was a rocket, whose rocket was it? And from where? India's major launch sites are far from North Bengal. A foreign rocket? A secret mission? If so, why no announcement? Why no warning? Why was it visible exactly over Darjeeling and Siliguri? Another group suggested atmospheric optics. Phenomena like sundogs or ice crystal reflections can create strange lights, rings, or halos in the sky. But even experts online admitted that sundogs usually appear near the sun, not before sunrise, and they don't form spirals that move across the sky. By the end of the day, one thing was clear. This was not just a viral video. It was a real event witnessed by thousands of people across North Bengal. And no one could yet say with certainty what it was. As night fell again over North Bengal, the fear and curiosity only deepened. People kept looking up, half expecting the spiral to return. It didn't, but the discussion continued non-stop. News portals began using words like unidentified, mysterious, and baffling. Those words sound dramatic, but sometimes they are simply honest. Let's slow down and analyze what we actually know. The event happened in the early morning hours, around 5 a.m. That timing matters. At that moment, the sun is just below the horizon. Objects very high in the atmosphere or in space can still be illuminated by sunlight, even though the ground is dark. This is one reason rocket fuel plumes often glow eerily before sunrise or after sunset. The spiral shape also matters. In past documented cases, spirals have appeared when a rocket stage spins while releasing fuel. The spinning motion spreads the fuel into a circular or spiral pattern. As it expands, it looks enormous from the ground, sometimes covering a large portion of the sky. To someone who has never seen this before, it looks otherworldly. But here is the critical point. Those past cases were usually followed by official explanations within hours or days. Agencies confirmed launches, timelines matched. This time, there is still no confirmed identification. That doesn't mean it was aliens, it means the information gap is still open. And whenever there is a gap, the human mind fills it, especially in a region like North Bengal, where the night sky is often clear, dark, and dramatic. The hills already feel mystical. Add an unexplained spiral light, and the story almost writes itself. Some locals said the spiral felt too perfect to be natural. Others said it felt too slow to be dangerous. A few admitted they were scared, not because of what it might be, but because no one was explaining it. Uncertainty is more frightening than bad news. There is also a social media effect at play. When one video goes viral, it shapes how everyone else interprets what they saw. A calm light becomes a UFO because that word travels faster. Algorithms reward mystery, not patience. Every repost adds a new layer of drama, sometimes without adding new facts. Scientists often caution against jumping to conclusions, but they also respect eyewitness accounts. Something was seen, it was real. Multiple recordings confirm that. The question is not whether it happened, but what caused it. Could it be a foreign rocket launch far away, visible due to high-altitude atmospheric conditions? Possible. Could it be a rare atmospheric interaction that we don't fully understand yet? Also possible. Could it be something completely new to the public eye, but well known to defense or space agencies? That cannot be ruled out either. What we can say with confidence is this. Calling it a UFO in the literal sense is accurate. UFO simply means unidentified flying object. It does not automatically mean aliens. It means unidentified. And right now, that label fits. History shows us that many impossible sky events eventually receive explanations. And yet, history also shows that some events remain unexplained for years. The North Bengal spiral now joins that list, at least for the moment. Until officials release data, radar logs, or launch confirmations, the spiral remains a mystery suspended between science and speculation. A reminder that even in an age of satellites, telescopes, and constant surveillance, the sky can still surprise us. That morning, the people of Darjeeling, Siliguri, and Kalimpong looked up and saw something that broke routine, shattered certainty, and ignited imagination. Whether it was human technology, atmospheric physics, or something we haven't named yet, it achieved one undeniable thing. For a brief moment, it made everyone stop, look up, and ask the same ancient question humanity has always asked when the sky behaves strangely. What was that?